And we know why we're here, don't we? We're here to discover the truth together, the most remarkable thing that man and woman can do. There is nothing else to do but discover the truth together, obviously. So let us begin. Why I am here is to show it to you, to demonstrate it in your own experience so that you can do it when you are not with me. For many teachers tell you the truth, and they are beautiful to be with. But the point is that you have to do it. The teachers have done it. If they are true teachers, they've done it. And to be with them is beautiful. And that collapses all your resistance, or should do, to use them properly. And you feel the wonder of being burdenless, of being present. For the present is the presence. And so you feel your own unburdened presence. And you feel good and right and true. But then as soon as you go out the door, it's on again. The burden gradually descends on you. Because you start chatting and discussing the truth that you have been with. You start giving opinions of whether you enjoyed it, or how interesting it was, and all those stupid words that cannot be applied to the truth. That depends on whether you were interested. But the truth doesn't care whether you're interested or not. The truth is not here to entertain you. The truth is here purely to free you. And the thing that wants to discuss it, understand it, be interested in it, or interpret it, is the only burden that you have. You've got to test whether I'm speaking the truth, of course, because that's half of the reason why I'm with you. So that I say it and you do it, meaning you put it through your system, this extraordinary system that you are, each individual, and you test it. Is it the truth, what he's saying? You don't listen with the thing between your ears. That's how you listen to your mother and father and friends. And then that thing talks through your mouth and gives your opinions. Opinions have no relationship whatever to the truth. So you listen with your solar plexus. You listen with your center, with your being. Your solar plexus, of course, is not real. It's just an indication in your perceived body so that I can show you the center to your consciousness. For your consciousness has no shape whatever, but you can feel it within. And so you listen to me as you would listen to the birds or anyone. You listen with your center. And what you hear comes in through your senses, your ears, which exist purely to channel the sound, the energy right down here. Listen with there and you feel the joy of the bird's song and the joy of the truth. If it is the truth, though, that's your job, to be the presence right up in your sense of being, so that you see, is it the truth that I am hearing? Because you know the truth. And it is because the people have been telling you, your mother and father, your teachers, brothers and sisters, and all the friends, they tell you, you do not know the truth. And so you listen to the untruth, because that is not the truth. The truth is that you do know the truth, only you have forgotten it. Because no one speaks the truth to you anymore. And if you don't use a limb, it atrophies, dies. You lose the sense of feeling it. And so if you don't use your vast knowledge of the truth, it starts to atrophy and you start to die too. And if you look around at all your friends, the whole Western civilization, you look upon the living dead. Because there is no love, no life that endures there. We are here to discover that life that endures, and we do it through the truth. And I give you something to take with you, and that is how to do it in a material body, in a body that bleeds apparently, in a body that gets frightened and confused. I show you how to do it in that body so that when you are not with me, you can do it. For you must never be dependent on me, although you must come and be with me. For I tell you the truth, the beauty and wonder of yourself. And when you start to hear that, and the more you hear it, the more you grow in the beauty and wonder of yourself. Because do you think I could speak to all you people if I did not know the truth? If I weren't the living truth? Of course not. It'd be a lecture. You'd get bored. You can't get bored here because you're all on your own. Don't put yourself on me. I will not have it. If you're bored with yourself. Be gone. Go and where you want to be where you want to be. Never be where you do not want to be, man and woman, for you will then be unhappy and you will not be responsible. Be gone. Go and be happy wherever you want to be, but don't come here looking for happiness. You come here to find yourself. And that is freedom from unhappiness. Right. So let us begin by making sure that we stay present. That we don't kid ourselves that we're present like we are in meditation when we go so deep, so far, and then we start to skid laterally off onto an infinite spiral, or not even a spiral, circle, a loop. We just can't get any deeper to where we are free. Because meditation, where I come from, is finished. For I have brought you being, which is beyond all meditation. But it is better to meditate than not to meditate until you can be. So let me show you how to be, so that your meditation will be deeper. And wherever you are with the truth, whether it is the sparrows singing on the gutter, or whether it is with some great master, you will be able to be and hear the song and the presence of life. Now you begin to be by being where you are. It means one thought and you have left this room. You are irresponsible. One thought. Because you can only think about somewhere else. And if you think about somewhere else, then go and be there. You are not here. You are not responsible for the truth, which is always where I am. And where I am is where that body is, right? For that is the thing that you call I all day. So where that body is where I am. And if I think I want to be somewhere else, then I am dual. I am at war with my body. I am at war with life that put me here. So I will know pain and suffering because I cannot be where I am. So the first way to find the truth, the being, is to be where you are. You are in this room, but you are on that chair. I am on that chair, right? The thing you call I is there. You call no one else you, I. You've never called yourself you yet. You are I, right. So be I and be responsible for I. So be where I am. I am always in this body. I am never out of this body unless I am irresponsible. Right. Now, to be in this body, I must be present where the senses are without thought, for thought is nobody. And then I must be present within, because everybody out there thinks they're present, but they're not, because they still know unhappiness. And when you know unhappiness in your life or your circumstances, you are not in your body. You're still cunningly getting out of it by thinking about somewhere else where you want to be. But you don't want to be here, or you want to be somewhere else. You're cunningly leaking. And as you leak, you rise. You lose your gravity. You lose your mass, your wonder, and you start to rise out of your body. And anybody who is out of their body is going to be unhappy, obviously. That is where the human race is. The whole human race is out of their body. So are you surprised when you pick up the newspapers, listen to your mother and father speak for long, or your friends, and hear the unhappiness in them? All their problems. This terrible, terrible world. Well, I don't have any problems, because I am in my body. And I am an ordinary man as you are an ordinary man or woman. So let's find out how I get into my body. You get into your body first by feeling the sensation in your hands. You've got to know you've got a body first. The world out there doesn't know it's got a body unless it kicks its toe, unless someone punches it in the stomach, unless it's hungry, unless it's got a drink to temporarily remind it it's got a body that it can feel, and then that goes. Unless it has hungry for some food, you get some food for a while, it lasts. Oh, I do feel good. Oh, it's a lovely meal. And then it's gone. Did my lovely body disappear just because my lovely meal disappeared? Did it? Did the drug in the arm that gives you a great high, when that's gone, is your lovely body gone? Or then you substituted some addiction for it? And then you can feel the addiction of the cigarette smoke, the booze, or something else. And now you've got a negative high. Oh yes, we love our negative highs like a good depression. Nothing like a good depression to substitute for your beautiful body, a mood, which is not your beautiful body at all. Your beautiful body has never been moody yet and never will be. Your beautiful body bleeds. It gets sick, debilitated, but it's not moody. It's not depressed. It's just an ordinary little body like the cat. The cat doesn't get depressed. The lions and tigers don't get depressed, although you can see it creeping into them when you lock them up. Beautiful bodies, little bodies don't get depressed. It is that ugly, devilish body inside of you that does the evil. Right. We've got to have a look at that thing, haven't we? Because if you're restless, you know who's restless, don't you? Not your body. Not the little animal, which is so pure. Like the rabbits I've just been watching, or the birds. All the animals are so pure, What's so special about you? This is an animal. This body's an animal, bleeds. It is beautiful, this animal. What makes it ugly? What makes it want? What makes it try? What makes it say, I've got to do this? That is your emotional body, your wanter, your trier, your fear of what people will say or think of you if you're straight, if you get up and talk about God and life and truth to the entire world. You're afraid of it. You want to find some problem. That's what the thing is. It's always looking for a problem. And what you look for, you must have, man and woman, because you are the power of the universe. You are the God, the Creator. What do you want? You want problems? You must have it. You are the Creator, man and woman. You want to be unhappy? You must have it. You want a depression? You must have it. How about if you said, I will not have it in this body? How about that? Just as a possibility. We all know it's impossible, don't we? You can go and ask any scientist with a degree. You can ask them all the sociologists. It's impossible. But say you just said inside that little body, I will not have this ugliness in me. What would happen? Did you ever think of doing that? Or do you want to make a problem of it and say it's impossible? That's the first thing the Western mind says. It's impossible. Anything to do with being free of unhappiness or problems is impossible to the Western mind. See, because it's got to land a man on the moon. That's a big problem. Okay? I've got to be a millionaire. That's a big problem if I'm not. Everything's a problem to the Western mind. There's no problem. Everything's perfect. It is the Western mind which has been here for all recorded history. It's been evolving. Only the Western mind evolves. That's the only thing that's comfort and convenience and progress is the Western mind. Everything else just grows, you know. It's all right, thanks. So the Western mind consists of improving things. I better quote that, improving things, huh? We don't need any more mustard gas just now, do we? Because they've invented all that stuff. What are they inventing today, do you think? I was with one of Britain's leading physicists the other day, up at one of our great universities. Had 4 hours with him. He's concerned with matter, mind, and unification of mind and matter. He's very concerned with it. On his blackboard, very concerned with the unification of matter and mind. Are these scientists mad? I am the unification of mind and matter. What do you want to go and get an equation for it? I am the equation. I am man. Man is the equation. Man and woman. I am the living equation of mind and matter that has been unified. And they're still trying to find it in their materialism. They are mad, utterly mad. And when you speak with them, they are mad. They are restless. Their bodies jump all over the place. They can't be still for a moment. Brilliant, yes, brilliant, but mad. It is insane not to be free now. Anything else is insanity, man and woman? Surely. Reality has to be now. It has to be, or it's not reality. It's not reality. Can't be something tomorrow. It can't be something yesterday. It has to be now. Would you examine the word? Reality comes from the root est, or is. Now, where is this reality? I will tell you, and you see if it has the ring of truth in it. Even if you do not know it, see if it has the ring of truth in it. Test it with your beautiful system. Reality is to be free of unhappiness and all problems now. Well, I don't have a problem now, do you? Then perhaps you are reality now because you acknowledge to me, I have no problem. Do you ever go up to everyone and say, I have no problem, life is good? Not because Jesus is in heaven, for Christ's sake, stop that nonsense. If Jesus is in heaven, I tell you, heaven is within you, and so therefore Jesus is where I am. And so there's no problem. Jesus is no problem. And Buddha is no problem. And Krishna is no problem. Because if they are the God or the gods, then they are here where I am. For I am free of Jesus' problems, Christ. I am free of everything. Because I am. Is that fair enough, man and woman? And do I speak as you? Don't put it up here, will you? Please. Take responsibility for it there. That is where reality is. Don't put it up here, please. For the human mind will gradually try to shove it up onto me. And I will not demean you by taking that. You must keep it there. I, and I alone, there am responsible for my life. Is that fair enough? Right, that's where you start. Then you will not blame another for your life, will you? See how subtle it is? See how terribly subtle the Western mind is. My mother is making me unhappy. Well, my beautiful mother does not make me unhappy, for I will not have her unhappiness on top of me. So she does not make me unhappy. Nothing makes me unhappy. But don't put it onto me, will you? Always read, for whatever I talk about here, it is I there, the me there, the I there. Do not put it up here. This is not real. This is a form of life, not life itself. Now, could we be clear on that, please? See, what we're doing is entering our body. All the time I'm talking, we are in process. Could we be sure of what we are? I am the only I in the universe sitting in that particular body. The only I in the universe, because only I know whether I'm lying now when I ask you, are you listening? See? Only I there know. Now let's feel inside your hands. Feel the vibration, the tingling, the sensation in the hands and in the feet, the ankles. That's where it's easiest felt. Then feel it in your thighs, your kneecaps, your legs. Then feel it in your genitals. Yes, your genitals. Feel it sensating, vibrating. Then your hip bones, and around from your hip bones to your stomach, and from your stomach right round your back, and the buttocks where you're sitting on the seat, but feel it from within, this sensating thing. From the waist down, then you are sensating. And then you can feel it in the top of your body, your head, your nose, your lips, your cheeks, the back of your head, your shoulders, your chest, your breasts, the small of the shoulder blades and down your back. And then you can come through from the back to the solar plexus in the stomach. You are sensating, feel it. That is purely the skin of yourself, your inner self. Feel it? You've got a skin out here of an external perceived body. Feel that one? That is the introduction to your immortal body. For I introduce you to what is the truth. For I can demonstrate the truth of anything at all. By the grace or power of God, I can demonstrate anything in the universe that everyone has made abstract and a question of belief. You need to believe in nothing. For if you believe in anything, you'll run into someone who believes in something else, and they will shake you. You must demonstrate to yourself the truth, and that is why you are here, why we are here. To demonstrate it so that it's real for you. And you don't need to believe in all these priests and interpreters. You are man or woman. That is enough. But be man or woman, and man or woman, true man or woman, believes in nothing. Because life is now. So feel that sensational body. In there is your anger, resentment, restlessness if you're restless, boredom if you're bored. But also in there, underneath all that rubbish, is the wonder that you are, the sweetness that you are, the thing that responds to the birds as they sing, that says, life is good. I know my love. I can feel my love. Life is good. Because that is your being. The good is your being. The resentment, the hate, the but, what about this, but, that is all the condition of yourself, not the state of yourself, which is the good. Now, which have you been acknowledging? Before you come to me, which are you acknowledging? I'm not talking about affirming, for if you affirm, you're in dead trouble. Acknowledging every moment the good inside yourself. Or are you always saying, oh, I'm not going to find God. Oh, I'm restless. Oh, I'm in trouble. Did you ever think of putting it round the other way, like a true being, and acknowledge life now? Isn't life good? Isn't it good inside there, underneath all the silly doubts that have become residual in you? Isn't life demonstrably in your own experience now by the feeling of yourself, isn't it good? Well, the Western mind has made sure that you're not so sure what I'm saying that it's good all the time. Because its job is to make you problematical. No one wants you to be free in the West. No one. Because if you're free, they'll have to do something about it. But if you're not free, if we can keep you unhappy, wanting this, trying to do that, if we can keep you that way, then I can be unhappy. And you'll forgive me because you want to be unhappy, so you'll forgive my unhappiness. And we'll have a nice little trade going on, won't we? Well, that's finished. If you are with the truth that I am, and there's only one I in the universe. Now, inside that sensation, would you have a look and see if this is the truth? I trust you have looked at whether that is the truth. There is only one I in the universe. because the mind's going to keep slipping away from that one. Fair enough. We have 6,000 years of recorded history. The momentum of that, the ignorance of it, will push you off the truth. Because the truth is so simple, it has no momentum in it. So you'll get pushed off that. There is only one I in the universe because only I there know whether I'm lying when I say I love you. Fair enough? Fair enough? Does anyone else know? Of course not. Now let's find out about life. There is only one life in the universe, and I am that. Feel your sensation, please. Feel what's in there. Who else is feeling that? It's only your imagination that makes you think anyone else feels that. You feel it. You and you alone. There is only one life in the universe, and I am that, as I am the only I. Right. Can we stand this truth? Is it too much for you? Well, if it is too much for you, you'll have to go back and live some more out there, won't you, where no one tells you the truth. And then when you're dying, when your body is dying and you can't move and the blood's pumping out of you and you feel the great blackness and debilitation coming on you, where do you think the only I and the only life in the universe will be? It will be in this body. But unless I have found and acknowledged the only life and I that I am, I will go unconscious and I will miss the glory of death, which I could not face in life, so I cannot face it in death. So I'll have unconsciousness instead of death, because I've lived a life of compromise. One foot in both graves. Good.